Well, hello, I'm Ping Machine, and we're back doing something a little different. Actually, no, we're doing something pretty traditional this time, I'd say. Um, I think we're really doing different is that we're doing a new locomotive, one that we've not necessarily done before. Um, which I guess is typical for us. I mean, usually we don't do repeat locomotives, but that may change very soon. We'll see. Um, but today we are doing a Chesapeake and Ohio, Kanawha, a 284 Berkshire locomotive, the first of the Berkshires that we've done, I believe. I don't think we've done another Berk. No. But this is as well, our first, the Lima Berk as well. This is one of the later ones as well, um, because I mean, we have I would like to go in order of some of my favorite Berks. I'd love to do the Boston Albany A1, and then go into the Pure Marquette and the Nickel Plate Road, and then go into the Chesapeake and Ohio later. But it is what it is. This works for me. But anyways, ba-ba-da-ba-da. These were very pristine freight locomotives. I don't remember much about these specifically, but they are very nice, very cool. There are a good like 18 to 20 of these preserved, I believe, which makes them one of, I think, the most preserved, at least large American locomotives in the entire world. So that's that's crazy. Um, but yeah, these are very nice. They're very sweet. Large Berkshires actually. They're relatively large, at least in comparison to some of the other ones. Um, Yeah, a very fun train, and we are trying out some different things stylistically as well this time. So I mean, you'll definitely notice as we get into building, but still, very fun. But let's go ahead and disassemble this train, and that way we can get started on our building. Um, Now I am using a texture pack right here for our locometal. This is specifically to turn it into something closer to like train casing. Right, so if I grab this right here. Um, oh, hold on. Give me, no. Okay, sure. Give me this one. There you go. But you can tell how like these palettes are more or less similar. Like I have to desaturate this definitely and work on it a little bit more. But I've gone through and turned a lot of the specifically netherite-based locometal into train casing based at the very least. Um, Now, of course, I'm using a custom texture pack. I'll probably release something like that at some point eventually. Like I don't think I'm gonna keep it held hostage for too much longer, but I just wanted something to match the bogies essentially, because nothing really matches this palette aside from Scorchia, and even then, like, not really. So yeah, um, basically, like, what I would do is just replace these with gray loco metal, or just do what we've been doing with the pretty and pink, steel. But anyways, let's go ahead and start. So let's grab our train casing right here. Do our single axles. Okay. So we're gonna go and grab our, again, single axle, go to the small O2O bogie right here. There we go. We're not gonna go for the large one. I don't really like how it looks too much on this specific train. But I know that first axle does have like some kind of bearing on it, so we're gonna go for that. I think technically it does have like more of like a leaf spring, or a coil spring. I think it might be coil spring that I'm thinking of. Or no, definitely is leaf spring. So technically, where is it? This would be the most accurate right here, but I don't like how that looks too much. I think the wheel's a little bit too small for what we're going for, so we're just gonna go for the O2O right here. Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna go down to our quadruple axles. I'm gonna grab our short uh, 080. I'm gonna place that. Actually, yeah, that's exactly right. Um, so basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go about like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna place on the fifth block. But we do have to place it one block over because we are going to change these to the large drive wheels or the XL drive wheels. Just because. So this is the rule that I'm going for currently, is if the locomotive generally is large, we're going to go for the large or the XL drive wheels, because there is kind of this issue with locomotives right now where we don't have kind of an in-between between the large and the XL drive wheels, and typically a lot of American locomotives, especially mixed traffic or freight locomotives, like the New York Central 3001 back there, or like the Chesapeake and Ohio K4 or Kanawha, um, they have the 69-inch drivers, right, which are in between the large and the XL drive wheel. So technically, there's no real right answer for those. It just really depends on the locomotive. So I have been going for just the XL drive wheels. I think they look better because the locomotives generally is kind of larger. It also helps because like I build my boiler is very high up compared to some other people. Yeah. So anyways, basically we're going to place this or these at about a 7 block distance with again like these bogies being on like the first and the seventh block, and then just make sure there's like a gap right here as well. So that way, like if we rotate this back around to the cylinders aren't just like right up here on the bogie, because we are going to change this to be the XL drive wheels. So we're going to right click on the track right here. But before we do that, we're also going to go down to our double axles and go to our small 040 bogie. No, we're not going to go to the large one, or the medium 404. We're going to go for the small 040. Or it should be 404, whatever. But we're going to place that as well, I think about like 7 blocks away. Yeah. So it's pretty even distancing all around. But once again, we have to remember that like these wheels are about twice as big as these, so they're going to take up more space. So we have to leave room for that. Deselect that. We're going to go and grab our locometal pillars, and we're going to grab some copycat slabs to go and do our frame. So we're going to do hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, because the locomotive does have a full cab overhang back here. It is 2 blocks. And now we're going to ignore this up here because it is a Berkshire 284. We don't place a block here because that's just where the pilot goes, essentially. Um, And then as well, again, with our slabs, we're going to do, let's see, let me make sure I can get this right as well. Right. So our cylinders are going to be right here, so we're going to place our smokebox saddle right here with a single locomotive smokebox. This is, of course, the netherite variant that I'm using, the texture pack, but we're going to use gray ones for the sake of keeping consistent with the tutorial. But if you do use the texture pack that I will release eventually, I'll probably edit into the description of this video later, then just, there you go. Um, and of course, locomotive pillars along here. But anyways, slabs are going to go along here. These are going to be with plated locometal. Boop, boop, boop. And we're going to stop that at about, I think, let's see, 1, 2. So this block right here, right in front of the bogies, because that's where our firebox goes. Our firebox is basically going to go all the way above the trailing truck right here. So like 1, 2, 3, and then cab goes right here. And then from there we can go and work on the cab, which is going to be like a relatively simple endeavor. Again, like, I don't know. I've been doing my cabs a little bit differently, so we'll see how this goes. So we're going to start with the cab floor in here, which is basically a gray riveted locometal and a deep slate coal ore. And then from there on the outside, we're going to do some vertical copycat slabs. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. The inside ones are going to be more gray riveted locometal. The outside ones are going to be slashed black locometal. We're going to do the same thing on the other side back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's your cab floor. And then we're going to do some filler blocks just above that. I'm going to do copycat stacked half layers. 1, 2, 3, 4. These, of course, being cut blank blackstone. These being our black slash locometal. And then, again, same on the other side down here. And then for our windows, we're going to do our classic Chesapeake and Ohio configuration where we've got the just the 4 panes going diagonal or horizontally right here. So I'm going to do 1, oh, hold on, 1, 2, 3, that's still not right. Right, because we're doing the other side first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are all just going to be our vertical half layers. The first one over here is going to be a black steel tank from Pretty in Pink, and then these other ones back here are going to be our Akram 4-pane locometal windows. Now you can just use the yellow ones, and that would be more accurate technically, but I think the Akram just looks better. Like it looks closer to brass, which I think is just generally prettier. So we're going to take a bit of a creative liberty there. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, just flipped. And I did also use like a copycat layer straight up for this as well. So I think this would be vertical half layers. Again, black steel tank, and then our Akram vertical half layer rotated so it does actually connect with these. And this is just a copycat layer, just with the 4-pane locomotive windows in there. And then over here, we're going to do a copycat slab with a black locomotive trapdoor. I'm going to grab our bites and steps and some half layers. So for the half layers, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with our cut blank blackstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do our slab right here on the first block, and then do our black locomotive trapdoor just behind that. Do our copycat bites on either side, and then step right there in the center. I'm going to break all these filler blocks. We don't need that anymore. We're also going to throw some fun little items right here. We're going to throw a copycat slice with some black slash loco metal. You can also use riveted. Like, it doesn't really matter. It's going to look the same anyways. And we're going to do a copycat half layer just placed right there. Oh, shit. I fucked that up pretty severely, actually. Okay. Um, right there. Okay. And this is using an oak table from Twigs, specifically. And that's meant to be our kind of like blinder, because the locomotive specifically does have like blinders like that, but like from the photographs I saw, they didn't look like black specifically. Granted, they were black and white photographs, but they didn't look dark like the rest of the locomotive, is what I mean. So we're just gonna go for some like kind of canvasy looking, you know? It's also got these little support bars in the bottom, and I think it looks kind of sweet. It's like theoretically maybe these would be hinged and they'd kind of flap over the window or something, or flap up. I don't know. That's my kind of thought process there. From there, we can go for the inner cab, which we're going to do some kelp seats, specifically from Create Interiors. We're going to do some copycat bites, some vertical half layers. This is going to be a copycat trapdoor, and then our train controls. So we're going to do that trapdoor first. That's going to be placed on the floor and then flipped up. So that way, like, because we're going to have our blaze burner in here, so we're going to just have the trapdoor flap up and down. Because flapping it down is easier, because like if you're sitting in the seat right here, right, it's kind of harder to reach with like a trapdoor up here in your way. Whereas right here it's just on the floor and you can easily access the firebox from there. Anyways, go for our controls right there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 as for bites. Now these are going to be oak windows. I mean, with no specific placement, I guess. Like these will be fine. I'm going to do our Akram single pane locomotive window, and then a metal bracket facing upwards towards it, and this is going to be our gauge glass right here. And then we get to do our other gauge glass right here. Again, these oak windows are from Create, not any kind of separate add-on mod. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Actually, let's see. What did I do over here? Well, we'll do something different. We'll do 4 and like 3. How about that? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are horizontal black steel tanks. These are vertical industrial iron sheet metals. And of course, again, this industrial iron trapdoor is from specifically Create Deco, but it is placed inside of a copycat trapdoor. That way it's able to be opened while a train is in operation or while it's assembled, basically. Because the Create Deco trapdoors don't really work like that, unfortunately. Like when the train's assembled, you can't really just do that. Like I can even show you right now. Like let's copy this just for instance, but this is a straight up industrial iron trapdoor. We're going to assemble the train, and then we go in here, and we try to right click it, and it doesn't work. Right, again, you can see on the bottom right hand part of my screen, like I'm using my right click to open it, it's not working. And then we disassemble this, and we place in our copycat trapdoor. And we're going to go ahead and assemble that again. And there we go. Because all the doors are meant to be able to work on trains and such. Anyways, we're going to go for another kelp seat right there. And we're going to do our little backboard right here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 as for industrial iron plating. I'm going to do some black locomotive end ladders here and then here. Here and here. Oh, shit. Below there. Oh, come on. No, be nice. There. Lovely. And then we're going to grab a shaft and a bracket. And then we're also going to grab... Why is this pipe like that? That's not right. Oh no, did my pack for create colored decide to fuck up for no reason? Or create recolored? Uh-oh. That would be bad, wouldn't it? Oh, that's why these look like concrete black. I thought it was a glitch. Oh no, I might have uninstalled that pack accidentally. Oopsies. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm still working on that texture pack anyways. Um anyways, grab our little shaft, bracket facing upward, and then as well to give these ladders some support, we're going to place, excuse me, place under these panels a slice here and a slice here. There we go. And then we're also going to do some more little details here. We'll do some copycat vertical slices um, with some black slash local metal inside. We're also going to do some black folding local metal doors, and we're going to place them on this corner specifically right here, and then close them. Or actually, first we're going to set them to manual. So this little node right here, or this little pop-up, we're going to right-click that and hold it, and then switch it to manual, and just let go of the button. Same thing on the other side right here. Place it. We're going to make sure it opens the right way. Yep. Wrench the top of it for Windows, and then you right-click this, switch to manual, and then there you go. I'm going to close it. Again, Windows. But that is going to be like the back of our cab, so that way we can still have cab doors right here, as well as having like the little windows back here that are typically depicted. And that is our entire cab. We can also go ahead and throw on our 2760. Which is the number of the model that I have specifically, but I also believe that 2760 is one of the preserved C&O K4s, to my knowledge. I think there is one under restoration. I forgot what number it was specifically, but I'll put that in the description if I can find it. Anyways, so from here we get to go ahead and do our, I would say pilot would be a good start. And then we can do our running board and our valve gear from there. We can do our cylinders and everything. Just work our way front to back. Okay, so we're going to grab a copycat headstock right here, and we're going to hold Alt and switch that to a knuckle coupler. I'm going to do 2 copycat panels, do our copycat slices, and then our vertical slice and our corner slice right here. So on the front of this bogie, we're going to place this headstock right here, again with our knuckle coupler inside, and there we go. But we're going to make sure to place it on the top of the block as opposed to the bottom. We are also going to face the, so this is a diagonal metal support from Create Design and Decor that we're going to face towards the knuckle coupler here. And then we're going to place some filler blocks here and here. Oh. Place our copycat panels here and here. And these are, of course, outward-facing diagonal metal supports going in opposite directions. And then on the other sides over here, we're going to do our 1, 2 when it comes to the vertical slices and our corner slices. Again, these are gray local metal. And then we're going to do here and here. And then just below that, we're going to do copycat slices up to 1, 2, 3. These are for, again, more diagonal metal supports, but these are for our little footboards for the correct pilot. And now, usually as well, this pilot or cowcatcher would have like a little grate right here, again, because it is a cowcatcher. But unfortunately, we have to keep this track right here to be able to assemble the train, because if we just break that, then it doesn't let us assemble the train, because that's where the station node is. So, oh, come on. There we go. Yeah. All right, well, that's our pilot. From there, we can go and do these. Come on. I'm going to do our industrial iron catwalk stairs, which do have industrial iron, what were they called? The railings. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to place one on either side of the bogie here, and then we're going to place the railings on the inside. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and do our cylinders. So we'll need a If this is right, yeah, A, B, C, D. Shit. C, D. Are these? I guess these are stacked half layers. Okay. So we're going to place two filler blocks right here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is... Oh, because I think I copied the wrong side, maybe. Whatever. Okay. So the top of these half panels or half layers is going to be a horizontal black steel tank. Same with this bottom one. And then this middle one right here on this the lower half of this block is going to be a cut blank blackstone. And then same on the other side over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There you go. And then on the side of each cylinder, we're going to do a copycat layer or copycat panel, and then do a copycat half panel under it. This is a black locomotive smoke box, and this is another black locomotive smoke box facing like towards it, so that the lighter sides match up, so it looks more like a cohesive texture. So like normally they'd probably place like that, where you have light side and a dark side, and it looks kind of strange. So what you want to do is face it that way, essentially. Same on the other side, where light meets light as opposed to dark meets light or dark meets dark. And there we go. All right, it is now valve gear time. I mean, we can do our little steam pipes as well real quick. So we're gonna do a chute on each one. We're gonna do a black fluid pipe as well just above those chutes. And then on the sides of those, we're gonna do some copycat stacked half layers. Specifically, the top one's going to be a cut blank blackstone, and the bottom one's going to be a diagonal metal support facing outward. Same right here. And then now it's valve gear time, so we're going to grab our andesite scaffolding, some copycat slices with vertical andesite sheet metal inside. We're going to grab a copycat fence gate with more andesite sheet metal inside. We're going to grab a copycat shaft and bracket, specifically with more andesite sheet metal inside. And then our copycat bite panel with an andesite alloy block. So we're going to do little scaffolding. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 on the slices. Then we're going to do our shaft and bracket right there. Place our bite panel in the lower left-hand quadrant. And then do our fence gate facing towards that and then open it. There we go. Same on the other side right here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, shaft bracket, bite panel, and then we're doing our fence gate facing towards that. And there we go. Okay. From there, let's see what we can do here. Try to figure that out. We can go and do our firebox, I suppose. That would make sense. So we're going to grab these copycat bites. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think is what it would be. Or, sorry, wrench that. Do 6. And then these are, of course, blocks of industrial iron plating from Design and Decor. I do not want to catch you using Create industrial iron plating, or industrial iron. It sucks ass because it doesn't connect the fucking textures. Anyways, I'm going to do 1, 2, oops, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And these are, of course, alternating our horizontal iron sheet, or industrial iron sheet metal, and then our industrial iron plating. Do the same thing on the other side. Okay, we're going to do 1 under the cab right here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to skip this half block right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then as well, we're going to do our industrial iron sheet metal horizontal in here. Okay. We can go into the inside of our firebox as well, which is relatively simple. So we're going to do a tank and a, oh shit, whistle right here. Do our blaze burner, and then we can also copy this control set. So we're going to do tank, whistle, blaze burner, control set. Make sure you crouch click so that it faces towards the blaze burner, or you just come around and place it like that. And then that's our little automatic conductor, and that tends to work out. From there, we can go and do trying to think of what's like simple. Um, we'll go do the running board then, I suppose. We'll do, let's see here, some of my air compressors right here. And if you want like a good way to do an air compressor like this without using Armourer's Workshop and without like copying mine, what I at least used to do is you can use these copycat bytes and do essentially a 1, 2, 3, 4 configuration. Um, or I mean, for this one specifically, you can just do 3. And so what you do is you're going to take, I mean, I don't know if, I guess this isn't really a design that I've ever used before, but it's one that I've thought of before. So we'll do uh, industrial iron boilers here and hulls. We can even do, I'm trying to figure out what would work as a good block for this little bit right here, this little entity. Um, I suppose you can just use one of these. Oh, you can use like a bracket. That works actually. So do like a bracket there. Do your industrial iron boiler on top, and then do your industrial iron hull on the bottom here. So it's like there's a differentiation. Or I mean, yeah, that works out pretty well. That honestly might even look better than what I have currently going on. As well, if you prefer not to just do like singles, you can double this up, and then do basically the same thing like that. There we go. So that way it looks, it's like kind of like an air compressor. It's not too bad. I would honestly recommend making your own Armorer's Workshop part, but it's not like horrible. Then we do our little shield on the front over here, which is essentially just these copycat or vertical copycat layers with this vertical cut blackstone. And then we're also going to place a filler block right there and do a copycat headstock on the lower half of this block. That is with a black locometal vent inside. And then on either side of that, we can do these copycat bite panels. Specifically, we're doing 1, 2, 3 in like a stair configuration. These are blackstone corner trims rotated to look like stairs, and then we have these blackstone columns to kind of support them. Same for the other side. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. All right, and for the rest of our running board, we're going to do, let's see, I guess we can go and start on this. We're going to do a basin and a hopper. I'm going to guess this is feed water heating equipment or some kind of lubricating equipment. I'm not entirely sure. But we're also going to do a lubricator right here. Okay. And then across the top, let's see if I can get this right, this order. Yeah, steps, and then bites all along here. Okay. So, alongside here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in bites. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 in steps. Then I'm going to do oh shit. No, come on. Okay, filler block. Going to go right, I guess, here? Here? Yeah. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on, is this right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With a layer, then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be in bytes. And then from there, you got to do another layer. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down here, you get to do your little corner, which is a byte panel, specifically with just a chiseled blackstone inside, or rather a carved blackstone, whatever you want to call it. There you go. Okay, kind of a complicated running board, but basically this is meant to interact with the boiler as seamlessly as possible. Okay. So again, this is a horizontal copycat layer right here. Then we have bytes for these 3 blocks, another layer right here, and then we have steps for these 3 blocks, and then bytes again for these 4 blocks. And of course, we copy that to the other side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 1, on the inside. 1, 2, 3. Then you do your layer. Gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do your bytes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then your layer once again. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And then, of course, because this is a prestigious Chesapeake and Ohio locomotive, we're going to go ahead and do our copycat slices with specifically, we're using diorite slash locometal here. You can kind of use whatever you want. You can even go for like a limestone, honestly, here with the kind of more yellow tones in like the brass and such. But I tend to go for just whatever looks nice, like white. Because the running board does have a white lining along the side. And with the configuration that we have here, we unfortunately can't really do the step up that it has typically. Because usually it goes along this step and goes, and then it's on the top over here as opposed to on the kind of the bottom. Um, but eh, it just kind of is what it is. Sometimes when you make locomotives, you have to make sacrifices. You could easily accomplish that with Armorer's Workshop, but like, I'm not making a whole fucking Armorer's Workshop model for this from scratch. I'm teaching you how to block build your locomotives. Then we can go and do our little industrial iron supports in here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then is there a fourth one right there? Yes, there is. So we're doing basically one every other block. Starting from this hop right here. You can just throw one there too, but it's not really going to be visible, so whatever you want to do, just to kind of fill that space out. And then from here we can go and do our lower running board, which is going to be, we're going to do 3 copycat fluid pipes for this reservoir on the left-hand side. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do brackets in there, and then these are also going to be with blocks of black steel. And then on the other side over here, it's like not that complicated, but it is like slightly more complicated because we do have to do the power reverser right here. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab these, grab these, grab one of these. Okay, and then that's gonna be right there. Cool. So first off, what we're gonna do is grab these copycat stacked half layers and do one. Oh shit. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How long does this go? Hold on, I forgot already. Up to the lubricator. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do. Okay, so we're basically running this whole board right here with um our what is it? Our industrial iron supports facing sideways horizontally, just under our white lining right here. And that's meant to represent our superheater tubes. And right here, we're going to do our little reservoir tank right there. And we're going to do, I think it was, yes, it was the block after the valve gear. Okay, got it. Oh, we made the valve gear too short. Oops. Okay, we have to place this back one block. My bad. There we go. That's accurate now. Boom, boom. Yeah, I totally forgot that that's how the 080 bogey works. Is like it's like 2 wheels and then 2 wheels, not one in the middle for no reason. There you go. And then power reverser is going to start right here. So we're going to do a 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. Fuck that up. 1, 2, 3, 4 layer block right here, or stacked half layer on the inside of this. This is going to be black slash locometal. And then in here is where we're going to do some copycat slices with our vertical andesite sheet metal. Yeah. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. How does this fucking work again? Sorry. Right, okay, it stops before this block. Got it. Okay. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then do the vertical slice right here. And then on the inside, we're gonna do one of these copycat bite panels with a carved black stone. And so like you can't see it that well, and usually as well, I think this would be like half a block lower. Like that would be more accurate. Like you'd be able to actually see it then. But specifically, we're doing it like this just because like we want to still put it there, but it's kind of the best way we can do it. Sorry, I am. It is allergy season here where I'm at, and it is a little rough on me for reals. Okay. Anyways, from here we get to go ahead and do our fancy little pipes on either side as well, because we're going to do everything below the boiler first this time, just to make it a little bit easier. Um, so we're going to grab these copycat slices, these horizontal ones, and these little corner slices, vertical ones, and again, our corner slices. We're also going to grab this gray fluid pipe from Create Recolored, or Create Colored, rather. We're going to place one on each side, vertically with a bracket inside. Boom, boom. And again, I do have a texture pack for this mod. Usually, it's just this specific time. I, for some reason, don't have it turned on. Um, and then we're going to check and see how far these go over. So this goes to the last block in the valve gear. Got it. So we're going to start with a single copycat slice right here. I'm going to do our little corner here, and then do our horizontal slices just along here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do a vertical right here. Break a block to go down. 1, 2. As a little end cap. I'm going to do basically the same thing on the other side, just slightly different. So we're going to do, we're going to start our slice right here. And then do the corner, and then do one, oh shit, hold on. One, so we're not doing a corner right there, actually. I fucked that up. Or are we? Fuck, we might be. Hold on. Did I fuck this up? How is there a corner right there? What the hell? How did I... Oh, I see what I did. Okay, cool. So this is actually going to start on the front of the pipe, on the bottom half of the block. Okay, got it. Corner here, and then we're just doing our horizontals just along here, and then... Okay, do one more. And we're going to do a corner here, we're going to do a corner here, and we're going to continue our horizontals. We just do a little stair, basically, and then do boop, and boop, boop, and there you go. Peak. Um, and then as well, something I've been doing is adding little supports for these pipes, so they're not just like floating like that. That is accomplished with these little copycat bites uh, with industrial iron supports inside. So we're going to do one right there, and then we're going to do like a little block space, and then do one right there. I think, is that right? Yeah, that's right. And do the same thing on the other side. Do one here, and then two half blocks apart, and there you go. Peak. Okay, just make sure that the supports are facing outwards, so that way they're actually touching the pipes. Okay, I think that's everything below the running board. I think that's about correct. Um, yeah. Okay, cool. I don't think I specified what this was. This is just a basin and a hopper facing inwards. Again, these are meant to kind of represent. I think it's feed water heating equipment. I'm not entirely sure on that. It might be a lubricator bullshit, but they just have these two like big blocks right here. I have not researched into what that's supposed to be at all, but that's what it looks like. So whatever. From here, we're going to do the front of the firebox as well. So we're just going to copy these bytes and do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to change these all to be our industrial iron sheet metal facing inwards. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do our industrial iron plating on top of that. Okay. From there, we get to start on the top bit of the firebox, I would say. We can also just start on the front of the boiler. That'll be a little bit easier, actually. Work our way back. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. Okay, so we're gonna do our specialized Chesapeake and Ohio smoke box door as well, right here. And we're gonna do a filler block and place that on top of that. Now, specifically, the Chesapeake and Ohio had a few main smoke box door configurations that were strange, I'll say. This is one of two, or one of their main ones, rather. Um, Specifically with this one, you have, of course, your traditional door in the center. You have your rectangular, or I guess ovular, what the hell? Ovular number plate in the center with your, of course, hinges, and then I have these little brackets to hold it in place, just as like a little bit of flair. I have bolts all around here. And then as well, you have your hooded lamp right here, which is really interesting. Um, like all of the lamps for the Chesapeake and Ohio were hooded, whereas like for other railroads, namely the New York Central and the Pennsylvania, they didn't have their lamps hooded whatsoever. But I think it's partially because the Chesapeake and Ohio typically place their lamps so like low down, but yeah. Then you have your marker lights in the corners up here, and then your bell is going to be up here, USRA style. And then up here, this little bit of PNP steel is your feed water heater. Now, I've been doing a different kind of styling of feed water heater recently with my more recent locomotives, where I essentially just I design a model out of like train casing. So I can show you. I think it's yeah, it's on this this mountain type up here. Where again, it's just like a little cylinder. Like this is realistically what it would look like theoretically, but I just haven't been bothered to model that, so that's just the door that I have on hand right now. And then over here we also have our iconic number plates. Um, yeah, a more experienced modeler might be able to make these look a little bit better because typically they're meant to be more diagonal as opposed to flat, but whatever. We don't really care about that right now. Um, as well, so different locomotives looked differently, of course. So I think different Kanawhas or different iterations of them had fully like gunmetal gray smoke boxes, right? But a lot of the preserved examples I've seen, at least the cosmetically restored ones, have fully black smoke boxes matching their boilers, with the door also being black. But I've seen a few of them. I think my model specifically has it where the front is gray and then the entire rest of the barrel is black. So realistically, you can kind of do whatever you want here. If you want to just make it gray, make it like more traditional, like any other locomotive, then you're free to. But here I've just made it black because it looks cleaner, I would say. Like it looks more like a Kanawha in my opinion. Um, what I would probably do as well is just add like a border right here so it's clear where the gray and the black separate, even though it's you can kind of tell, but like from a distance, like this being gray almost makes this look gray, I guess, if that makes any sense. Like there's no real transition, it's just kind of like, Um, so this door basically needs work, is what I'm saying, but like it's not bad. So if you want to like kind of copy the layout of this, that's more or less fine. Um, or even like, I mean, Big T will probably have a door for something like this at some point pretty soon. Because I mean, he's been going through a bunch of shit, or a bunch of locomotives and shit. So maybe. But anyways, for the rest of the barrel of the boiler, we're gonna grab a coal burner smokestack, and we're gonna leave that as well. So okay, first off, actually, place some filler blocks back here and place some black steel boilers facing towards them, and then we'll do our little copycat half layers. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Again, these are brackets. These are black steel boilers facing towards the same direction as these ones. Same on the other side right here. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we come to our coal burner smokestack, which now, with steam and rails, you can select any range of these as well with your iron capped, brass capped, copper capped, full copper, full whatever the hell, right? Whereas here, we're just going for a baseline coal burner smokestack. We're not going to extend it upwards at all. We're just going to let it kind of be as is. You can change the smoke color to whatever color you want. I didn't really touch on that very much, but so a lot of smoke. This is a fun little fact, right? A lot of smoke from steam locomotives in the Americas, or in the U.S. rather, not the Americas, in the U.S. specifically, tends to be more black just because it looks better on camera, like as opposed to or in like in the daylight in like a nice clear blue sky, or even in like a cloudy sky. It's kind of hard to see like very clean white steam or smoke coming from the smokestack. So like the black shows up a lot better on camera, and it makes it look like the locomotive's working harder than it is. But really, the black smoke is just inefficient. It means that there are coal particles that are not getting fully burnt up, and they're not making good use of their resources. Um, so typically, I change it to at least like a light gray or like a white or something like this, or even just like a gray, right? So it's like more efficient. But the black is like more traditionally American, even though it's like not. Like traditionally, steam would be or the smoke would be white. But anyways, but also if you want to make this just yellow or whatever color you want, I don't care. Like, anyways. We're gonna do our little, I think this is a check valve for our feed water heater right here. but we're going to do a little black candle on top of a black steel tank. We're also going to place another one of those right there. And this is where the layer comes in, right here, the stacked half layer. So again, this is up to 8, so this is basically a slab. Then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 with a vertical black steel tank. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, black steel tank. And just above that, we'll do our copycat step with a block of black steel. And then just behind that, we get to do our black local metal boilers. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're not going to fuck with our whole sand dome setup here quite yet. We're going to do everything that's simple first. Make sure those are rotated so they're horizontal. And once again, same setup with our blocks of black steel, and then our 1, 2, 3, 4 on our vertical black steel tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then once again, we're going to go up to 3 with our black local metal boilers. Do 1, 2, 3. And then back here is the firebox, and that's also a whole complex conundrum. So we're just going to go back up here to the sand dome. So we're going to do 1, 2. So we're going to place primarily these black slash local metals on the inside of this boiler. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with our copycat layers. And we're just going to place them on these little corners right here. So again, 1, 2, oh shit. Because like that's the only part of the boiler that's like actually exposed. Like, you can't really place them up here because like technically the boiler and the black local metal are Z fighting. So, or X fighting? I don't fucking know what the correct term is for this. But 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm gonna do 1, oh shit, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with our black slices. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then just below that, we're gonna go for some copycat bytes. 1, 2, 3. So, we're gonna break these boilers to make this a little bit easier to understand. But we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, these left two are going to be a horizontal black steel tank from Pretty in Pink. These middle 4 are going to be uh, brass-wrapped local metal smoke boxes, brand new in our Steam Rails update that just came out. Um, this is to kind of represent the Chesapeake and Ohio text that appears on the sand dome. Um, we could also just use brass-wrapped local metal, but I don't like how it looks in bytes because um, what is it? The bolts kind of tend to double up and look a little bit like that right there, where it's just kind of like long for no reason. And then below that, we're going to do 1, 2, excuse me. Oh, I see, right. So we're going to leave this corner right here blank. We're going to do one more byte right there with an outward facing, uh, what is it? Metal support. Same thing for these 4. So these 4 blocks underneath the black brass wrap local metal are going to be your diagonal metal supports. And then on the front of that, we get to do 1, 2, 3, 4. These are going to be our metal brackets right here, facing towards our little diagonal metal supports. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but these are meant to represent our sandpipes, essentially. These, of course, would go down. I think there's 4 of them because they go 1 to each wheel, is what would make the most sense to me. But again, we're just repeating the same thing to the other side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh shit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Break our little corners in here. And then we do 1, 2, 3. I fucked that up severely. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, fuck. Okay, there we go. That's right. And then we can go in here and place our boilers. So we're going to place them while crouch clicking here. 3, 4. There we go. Or 2, 3, not 3, whatever. Okay, well that's our sand dome. But we are going to do, this is why we have bytes right here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to place, again, our diagonal metal supports facing outwards. And then, again, those are just our sandpipes. Same for the other side right here. And there we go. Okay, lovely. And then up here on the front of this half of the boiler, we get to do our little dome, our steam dome. So we're going to do 1 black local metal in there, and then do 1, 2, 3. And just behind that, we are going to place a single block, just as like a filler. place a candle. It's going to be our little whistle, which normally would be on the left side of the boiler over here. And you can theoretically still accomplish that with just like, I guess like a corner slice and like an Akram loco metal or like a block of brass or something like that. But realistically, this just kind of looks better. So we're just going to do that. I might make a texture pack at some point to make this candle look more like a whistle, but whatever. Um, and then to start on our firebox, we're going to do um, let's see, we'll do one of our black steel tanks. We'll do two black corrugated steels, and then do one of our black steel tanks. And on the left-hand side, or I guess, okay, this takes about 4 blocks. Sure, okay. Okay, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do a stacked half layer here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Step, step, step. Cut blank blackstone. And then we're going to do our little steam turret cover. So we're going to do 1, 2, I think it's just 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, if that is, I believe that is correct, yeah. So this is going to be our polished blackstone from chipped. This as well is going to be polished blackstone. This is going to be our carved blackstone. And then again, polished all the way up there. All right, and then on top of the firebox right here, we have our little safety valves, which are going to go right, or actually, sorry, this is a, I don't know what that is. That's some kind of electronics box, I think. Um, and then do 1, 2 with our black steel tank, which that represents our safety valves, which we could also represent with like 3 candles, because theoretically this is accurate, right? But also this just kind of looks better. And also because like the safety valves are kind of hidden inside this little box right here, so. But that was a vertical black steel tank. And then on this side over here, we do have these set to bytes, specifically so that we can do 2 diagonal metal supports facing away from each other, so we can do our little dynamo up here. Boop. Now, as well, I guess the only issue with that is like you do need the dynamo armorer's workshop piece for that. Which making your own is like relatively easy. This is just kind of like a copper pipe that I added like little ends onto with like a little box with like a it's meant to be kind of like a gear right here. Um, so again, making your own is relatively easy, but like I would just use like some copycat bytes and then do the same thing we did earlier up here for the air compressor of just like some like horizontal industrial iron boilers or hulls or whatever the fuck. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. So these bytes are a little fucky. We're also gonna place in here. I forgot what I did in here actually for these filler blocks because they're not really visible. Um, we'll just place like an industrial iron plating right there, and then we'll do like our black steel tank right there, and that kind of just works. Anyways, so in here, I'm going to do 1, 2. These are going to be our industrial iron sheet metal. I'm going to do 3, 4. This is a black steel tank with a corrugated black steel. And so these bytes right here make kind of like a stair. So we have, here, let me just place this right here so it makes sense. So you have your blackstone right here, your cut blank blackstone, your industrial iron sheet metal, and then you have your tank and your corrugated. And it's going to be the same thing for all of this, but like these inner two are going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, this whole row down here is going to be your industrial iron sheet metal. From there, we do 3, 4. That's going to be another corrugated and a black steel tank. So we're basically doing tank, corrugated, corrugated, tank. Same here. Tank, corrugated, corrugated. Nope, shit. I fucked this up. Tank? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. Basically tank, corrugated, corrugated, tank, tank, corrugated, corrugated, tank. Cool. And then, again, we're just mirroring this to the other side as well. 2, 3, 4. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's supposed to be. This little... I think it's because there's like a pipe or some kind of tank that's coming down from right there. That probably makes sense. But I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. 1, 2. Hold on. What am I doing here? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, sure. Again, sheet metal, tank, corrugated, corrugated tank. boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then in this corner right here, you can do your little diagonal metal support facing towards the firebox. But I don't think it's that vital of a detail. It just kind of looks a little bit nice. Just some extra for the hell of it. And then that's, I'm pretty sure that's just our locomotive. I don't think there's too much more we have to do. Um, Not much that I'm forgetting at the very least. I think that's kind of it. Yeah. Alright, well then from here we have to do our tender, which is like a relatively easy process. Whatever. Mm. Alright, well, so I'm going to start with our bogies, which are going to be some triple axles. And we're specifically using the medium 606 tender bogies. So we're going to do one right here. So it's going to be from this one about 8 blocks away. Again, like first and eighth block. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I think it would be right. Yeah. And then these two are going to be about 9 blocks apart. Deselect that. And then we're going to do some metal girders starting here. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, yeah. And then under here, we're going to do some copycat slabs. I'll do 1. Oh, hold on. Okay, we have to break this to go under. Oh, come on. There. So we have, this is our plated black locometal. We're just going to use our placement helpers to spam these all on the underside. Does it not let me place these? Hold on. There we go. That makes more sense. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There we go. And just spam our plated black locometal in there. Beautiful. Alright. And then we're going to do our black slush locometal all along here, skipping, of course, the back and the front. And on top of that, we got some, I believe these are, yeah, copycat slabs this time. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, cool. And so it's going to be our cut blank blackstone with our black slash locometal on top. Yeah, and then from there, I believe the entire inside of this coal bed right here is going to be our barrels, but we're going to check and make sure that's correct. So we have our little sign back here that tells us what's going on. So we have 18 barrels, 18 tanks. Okay, so we have to figure out how to fit that many of each of those in here somehow. So we're going to do tank. Barrels should theoretically go here. So we're going to do 1, 2. We'll do some filler blocks right here. Or no, wait, hold on. Idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so then we have 2 blocks of space back here. That's extra 1, 2, 3. Extra 2 then. Okay. So I assume we're replacing 2 of these, because, okay. It's going to be 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 by 6 is 18. So yeah, no, that's accurate. So minus 1, because we have to add the interfaces. I'm trying to figure out how this works. So interfaces are going to go right here and here, I think, if that's right. Space, yeah. Okay, this is right. Interfaces go right here for the portable fuel interfaces. One of these is going to become like a barrel, I believe. Okay, I see. Or wait, because that makes sense. Huh? Hold on. We're going spectator mode in this bitch. Okay, so this has no, because this is 18 up here, and then there's 1 down here, so that's 19. Because the interface is 1 block below. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay. This would be Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 3, again, is 18, I believe. Yes, that's correct. 6 by 3 is 18. So there's 19 barrels in here. The hell? Okay. We can also just put like a spacer block in there, or like a filler block somewhere. Whatever. F3, and we're gonna go back to creative mode. Okay, cool. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Um, so portable fuel interface. Come here. Okay. So we are going to place that. I think like here would make sense. Okay, so we're down to 17 of these now. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Minus 2 is 18. No, we're at 18. Yes. Okay, sorry. I'm really fucking bad at math. Okay, 18. Then we have to do... Actually, I think... So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Why does this line up with that? That's not right, because this... Ah, I hate doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 4, but that's... Because this should be one block off from that. Oh, right, it is. Okay. I'm just realizing. Because, like, this would go right here. Okay. Sure, 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 sure. And then I guess we'll do an extra interface right here, so that way we can account for if we have coal hoppers that are either slightly taller or slightly shorter. So basically we're doing... Okay, we'll go back into spectator mode to explain what's going on here. So you want kind of this setup, but like just do whatever equals 18 tanks with 18 barrels, essentially, is what we're doing here. You can even add more as well if you change these slabs into like copycat stacked half layers. Um, but whatever, we're just going with this because it's like easy, it's simple, kind of, and it works. Also kind of. Anyways, we're gonna go and wrap our black slash local metal around here. We're gonna go ahead and do some black local metal smoke boxes after we place some filler blocks here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop, 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 boop. No, I need my wrench back. Give me that. Okay. We're going to do some copycat layers on either side here. Do some filler blocks as well. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These are going to be our black steel boilers. I'm going to do tank, then do some corrugateds and do another tank right there. Tank. Come on, tank, corrugateds, tank. And along the side over here, we're going to do is this layer 1 or layer 2? Layer 1, okay. Layer, actually no, because this is a whole block back here. 1, 2, 3 with our black slash local metal. We're going to do 1, 2 with these black local metal trapdoors. Make sure they're facing this way because this is accurate to the actual train. As well back here, we're going to do our copycat half layers. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe is what it is. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on the other side. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to do 1, 2, oh shit, I just realized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just so that these connect, actually. I just realized. So these are going to be all of these copycat half layers up here. Um, Interesting. Okay. And back here, we're going to do these copycat bite panels, specifically. Oh, come on. Yep. And then this one's going to be a blackstone corner trim, because this tender is kind of like a slope right there. We're going to do our half panels with, oh, fuck me, with some plated loco metal. Come on, be nice to me. Some half panels with some plated loco metal on the sides over here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and then do our bite panels as well right here. Again, with our blackstone corner trim. And then just to the side of that, we're going to do some copycat stacked half layer, right? Half layers, whatever it is, with these black steel boilers. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So we're doing half layer, full layers. Half layer, full layers. There we go. Peak. And then along the side over here, just to match our width, we're going to do some more stacked half layers with some plated black loco metal. And then we're going to copy one of these halves over here, do the same thing once again. I'm going to do boop, break that. There we go. Okay, peak. And then same here on the other side. Beautiful. And then from here we do a copycat layer with a black steel boiler facing in that specific direction. That's most of our tenders so far. I'm going to do the roof then. And now normally with these Lima tenders, they specifically have little divots in here, but I'm opting to not really do those when possible because they do kind of look strange, especially on tenders like these. Like, okay, so right here, like the main issue is just like you don't have like half versions of these like half panels or these uh, stacked half layers, whatever the fuck you call them. You don't have like quarter versions of these, whether it's like a bite panel or something like that. So you can't do like this, 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 this at the same height. Um, so realistically speaking, you have to kind of cut it off here, but that ends up being more inaccurate. So you end up having more of like a fucked up staircase effect as opposed to just like a clean little divot and then the roof starts right there. Um, so we're just not gonna do all that. um, filler block right there, and do a slab right there. Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh shit, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now on the inside here, we're gonna do one. Hold on. We will do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then start 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we once again do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And there we go. And from there, we can go ahead and do our coal bed, which is relatively easy because we're just going to grab layers and kind of spam them. So we're going to do. Make sure it does kind of have like a bit of a slope though, if you can. That looks pretty good, I'd say. And same thing here. That's good enough. Maybe up that by 1. Maybe lower that by a little bit. Lower that. Lower that by like 1, maybe? No, raise that by 1. Maybe raise this by 1. Lower that. There we go. That's a little bit better. It is kind of higher than what you'd expect, but I think it's fine. Like realistically, I'm trying to think because it's not gonna go. Yeah, that's not like another full block. Um, Now back here as well, sometimes what I'll do is I'll add these little ejectors just to represent like the back of the coal bed, which is kind of exaggerated on some locomotives. So we can go and break these, grab our little weight ejector, and we're gonna grab specifically a valve handle to crank this back. Okay, copper valve handle. We'll go and wrench that, and then we're gonna change that to 1 degree so we can crank it like a little bit more precisely. So we're gonna do 1, 2, I think is what we're gonna do. Could also just do like 3, which is fine, but this kind of works as well. So once again, we're gonna place this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then that's kind of the bulk of it, looks like. We're gonna do our little lights in the back over here. We're going to do our 2760 number. We're going to do our ladders on the left-hand side, do our black canvas sign with our marker that tells, or our little sign that tells us like how much the tender can take, like its capacity and such. Once again, marker lights here and here. Ba-da-ba-da. And then below that, we got to do our little back uh, area for the tender. So we're going to do control set facing away from the skirter down here. We have some diagonal metal supports facing towards the tender right here. Do our copycat ladders on either side. And then back here we get to do our knuckle coupler, and we can do some more half panels. Coupler there, 1, 2, 3, filler block, 3. There we go. These are with vertical industrial iron supports as well. And there you go. And now we get to do our little under tender devices. So we can do our black toolboxes. I have also been working on a new toolbox texture, and I might do an entirely new model at some point as well. But here's the brown toolbox, but it's basically just with train casing, and I've replaced the gold with like brass. But I did do like the entire texture sheet. I didn't just like skimp out and only do like parts of it that were visible. Um, and it works like not horribly. Like it's like honestly not entirely bad. Like it's pretty good. Um, I don't know. I don't really want to do them in every single local metal color. I think it's kind of nice to have certain things that are just like a set color as opposed to like oh, you can do this in every single fucking color imaginable. It just kind of it looks nicer when it's all like more consistent. Like with how the dynamo isn't in black, it's in like the train casing color palette. Same with the air compressors and the lamps and such. Um. Anyways, so under here we're gonna go and do a single toolbox. Or sorry, we're gonna do our. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna break this middle block here. Toolbox is going to go facing backwards so that we don't have like this whole shitload of gold in our face. Then we're going to do a bar panel, and to the right hand side of that we're going to do a copycat fluid pipe with some black slash local metal inside, and then of course a bracket facing upwards. On the other side I believe we have just the single pipe, and that's it. And come on, there we go. Lovely. Okay, well, that is kind of it for our locomotive. All we really have to do now is glue it. I am, of course, going to place my funny little text in here, um, which I believe starts here and goes to there. There we go. Lovely. Yeah. Okay, well, we can go and glue this thing then. Phenomenal. Okay, so we're going to start from right here, go over to right here, and then we're going to bring it up to here. And then from there, we're going to do from, let's see, this little step down here all the way up to our single oak table thingy. All the way back down here, do the same thing. And then we're going to place a filler block right here on top of this slice for a little filler block. Place that, and then do that all the way up to our table up here again. Break that again. We're not going to glue the whole pilot together. Because this front coupler will automatically glue to the bogie, and then it'll be like, oh, well, you have too many bogies assembled to this train, and then it's not going to fucking work. So then we're going to do our little back of the cab, glue that right there. We're going to glue specifically these slices. Do not let glue touch these doors, because these doors anchor themselves to the block below them. So once we glue this whole section to the tender, the doors will also glue to the tender, unfortunately. We're going to go and place a filler block right here. Yeah, place 2 filler blocks. Place one, or place your glue there, and then we're going to take it all the way up to, we forgot to place slices here. Make sure you slice up your tenders, boys and gals, and non-binary pals. I'm going to take that all the way up there, and we also entirely forgot to do the inside of our tender right here. Oopsies. Okay, well that's a pretty like easy fix. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So bytes wise in here, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, so this entire back half of the block is going to be black slash locometal. Uh, Sorry, I totally fucked this up. Hold on. There we go. The front half right here is going to be our detailed dark oak planks from chipped, and then the top right here of that is going to be a metal bracket, and the inside is going to be your black locometal smoke box. Same on the other side over here. We're just going to mirror that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once again, with our black slash locometal, we're going to do detailed. Come on, that's not how it's supposed to work. Detailed planks right there. Uh, the vertical black smoke box right there. And do one. Oh shit, not one there. There, there, and there. Again, vertical bracket right there. Beautiful. And then from there we get to do our control set and our plow. Our entrance to the coal bed. And then we're going to place our controller set right there. And there we go. Okay, glue-wise, let's see why this isn't working. We'll just place one more filler block right there and see if that helps at all. Yeah. So we're going to do slice to filler block down here. Break those. And we should be able to just assemble the thing. Okay. Well, we'll see if it travels correctly. Oh, we forgot 2 blocks. Oopsies. We forgot the 2 blocks behind the rear bogie right here. So we're gonna go and disassemble that, and then just glue from here into here. Assemble train, and there we go. Phenomenal. I do have my speed kind of set high in this world specifically. This is, I think, more traditional locomotive speed in Create, but yeah, that's our Kanawha. Um, whew, I hope you enjoyed. Mm, I unfortunately have to go get ready for work, but I hope that this was satisfactory for you all. And yeah, well, see ya. I think next we're gonna try to redo some of our older locomotives that I'm not really too proud of how they turned out initially. Like the K4 wasn't too bad, but we are gonna go and redo it, and we're gonna do it in like a different scheme anyways. Like we're gonna do it in like the pre-war scheme with the more traditional slatted pilot and the reversed dynamo and whatever the fucking the lamp, and then of course the toolbox is down here. We got the little marker lights in the front, similar to the Atlantic that we did. Um, and then the Mohawk as well, just full overhaul. That locomotive that we did earlier was so fucking bad. I did not enjoy it whatsoever. So we're just gonna completely redo the fucking thing. Yeah. Well, again, as I said, well, okay. One more thing. I hope that you enjoy the new set as well. I don't know if I'm gonna build all of my locomotives here, but this is at least like for now, you know. Um, this is my little Bone Town system set with like I have these shitty little loops right here. I have my storage yards over here. I have a little bit of trackage to run things on, and yeah. So you know we'll do our intro as we go into the sunset. How about that? Okay. Well, as stated, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you stick around for many more videos to come. I hope that you enjoy my future content as I go and redo a few older classics and as I do many more locomotives and such. Um, Support on these videos has been great. You know, of course, again, I'm not expecting something crazy like early fucking Minecraft YouTubers or whatever, but we're chilling. You know, we're chilling. We're doing our trains. We're having a great time and we're having fun. So yeah. Anyways, I love y'all. Uh, Fucking enjoy your lives, I guess. Enjoy your days. And see ya.